Hey there, everyone. All right, Radrex back again, and of course, is joining me because we're here to give our review of of Order of the Crimson Arm. So,
Yeah,
yeah. First we're gonna start off with the story. We'll move on to the maps. Actually, no, yeah, we'll do this in the order. We're gonna do it: the story, the maps, then we're gonna do the characters, gameplay, and then miscellaneous, I guess. Unless there's something I'm missing out on. So yeah, story, I gotta say, I like it. It's a new and original story, because that's something like this is obviously like a mercenary company that we had that with Ike, but I do like how the story about how Algebus is becoming a knight, and how he's like being real, like this cool character. Like, he seems really interesting. So I gotta say, I do like Algemus. Like, I like him as a character. Not unit wise, we'll get into that later on. But I do like the story and like everything about it. I do like, how like the maps are like centered around the story, like how it fits into the story. So yeah, I overall like the story. Not a whole lot of complaints. It's just that I sometimes it's just that Algemus and some of these characters just act stupid. That's all I can say.
yeah. With the story, it's like with lore itself, it's definitely something completely different. And I like how, like, you hear me mention a couple times that, like with some of the original Shozokaga Fire Emblem games, they grabbed one type of mythology and used that for it. Like how Arcania for FE1 and 3, they used classical Roman and Greek mythology to help base it, like with characters like Marth, who was originally Mars.
Yeah.
And then the places like Orleans, Macedon.
Yeah.
And then how Yggdrasil, they used Norse and Celtic mythology. And then Alib is mainly based off of Arthurian mythology, with characters like Merlinus and Percival.
Oh yeah.
And even the world itself is kind of based off of classical antiquity Mediterranean, with stuff like Nabata,
Yeah.
which used to be a Roman province for what is now modern-day Libya, which is about 99% desert.
And 1% just like regular land.
Yeah, let's go with that. I think coastline counts.
Close.
Etruria is an actual part of Italy, which at that time there was a group of people who always fought the Romans called Etrurians. Sakai is named after like a nomadic group of the Saka horse archer group, but
Yeah.
I digress. But for what they got for here, they used Napoleonic with stuff like Austerlitz, Trafalgar, famous battlefields, favorite, even like Lothringen, or Lothringen, I believe that was. I think that was an actual Prussian general. So the guy definitely looked up some stuff from Napoleonic Europe at the time and used that to work with the lore.
Yeah.
So he's
and
doing
it
what like
fits.
Shozokaga did.
Yeah, and it fits. Like, that's the thing, it fits.
I know he's finding in like lore itself. I wish that there was a map so I can look at what's going on. That's the one thing I wish.
There is no like world map. That's the thing, though.
So we just have to imagine where like the island of Braxis, the Empire of Bravinia, and Zentrum are. I just wish I could see that.
Yeah, same. Maybe they'll add that. I doubt it, because
If not, then maybe he could just make an MS Paint thing in like 1 minute, and that'll be enough.
And if they don't, well, then maybe someday I'll make my own map of this. It'll just be like a giant circle.
This is the world.
And then I'll,
I
like,
made it out of macaroni.
Hey, don't think I wouldn't do it.
What, the macaroni part or the?
This.
I'm showing you my homework, and then I'm gonna eat it in front of you.
So that was the story. Not bad. Like, I don't hate it. So,
There were some hiccups that we had, like at least like the warp magic, we don't like it, but hey, at the end of near the end, they at least explain a bit how it's actually supposed to be forbidden.
yeah, like they do.
I'm okay with them explaining that part. That was actually nice. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much saying he hacked the game, pretty much.
Yeah.
On an online server. Imagine you broke the rules, man. But continue.
Oh god. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to say that for after the video. So yeah, nothing to complain about with the story. So I think I've said all I've wanted to say about the story. I'm looking forward to where this plot with Roswell and Jormund goes.
Yeah, because it's definitely looks like they're gonna. I think Jormund might actually. No, Roswell might actually be the Garnuff, and Jormund is the McCallus, maybe.
No. Jormund is the Garen of the game, and Roswell's the Takumi of Conquest.
The Garen. Oh yeah, that's part of the Rudolph archetype, I'm told.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile
and Rudolfo's like Azura.
You are the ocean's gray waves. Watch as I stab you in the back.
Oh man. So yeah, I've said all I've wanted to say about the story. And yeah, the characters I'm interested in seeing how the story unfolds more.
Yeah, there's some good characters. In fact, some of the voices I like doing.
Yeah.
Of course.
The voices we've given the characters I feel like really fit them well.
Yeah, there are some though that didn't work out. Like 1.0 Cordis, that was not a good choice. Like that outrageous, but then you told me what you were expecting, and I realized for take 2 Cordis voice, just making him sound like this, pressed all that.
Yeah.
It fits better because he looks it.
Yeah. So now that we're done with the story, I'm going to change the music now, and we're going to move on to the maps. So as far as the maps go, I gotta say some of them looked pretty cool to play on. But that's the thing, they looked cool to play on. When you actually played them, some of them were complete and utter trash. I have to be honest. Chapter 17 with Waylon in the dark, I gotta say, oh my god, the map was horrible. Like, it was so hard to navigate. You had to save Cynthia and Elena, like, the fucking Pegasus Knights coming at you from all sides with Wyvern Riders.
Don't forget the part where some of them didn't have the properly equipped items.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can
excuse we already made our lore that some of them were rushed out.
Yeah. Like, I can excuse that for rushed out enemies. What next? What else can I say?
Yeah, that swamp level was really...
It was just slow. That level was
not just that, but because of all the water, it kind of gives you a headache if you look at it too long.
Yeah. Like, it was really weird, like, with the water.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give that an IGN review of 7.8, too much water.
7.8. Echoes, never forget. The map with the Wyvern Riders at the beginning of the game, where you had Wyvern Riders reinforcements coming at you from all sides. I really don't like it when they do that, because, like, how are you supposed to know when they're supposed to come out? What reinforcements are you dealing with? Like, I knew that they were going to be coming because they didn't change the map at all. But it's still, like, it's really freaking annoying.
Yeah, that comes off as a trial and error thing.
Yeah, and that's something that a lot of
people...
Like,
if they gave, like, something dialogue, like saying, okay, we got everyone ready for an
all-out attack or something like that. Then like, I would like that, but still.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, but it's just, like, it's bullshit when you got guys coming at you from all sides, and I don't know how to respond with that. Like, the Pegasus Knights and Wyvern Riders with Waylon in the dark, we didn't even know how to... Like, we had to play the map a second time just to counteract them, and even then, we just used fucking Boltsaw to solo everything.
But not just that, but then there's that labyrinth level where you had to get to that one castle. That was really annoying. We had to split the team in two.
Yeah, and then we had,
that one where you had to keep that one guy protected for nearly 14 turns.
Let me see. He was Andrew's, like, nephew or, uncle, I guess.
Yeah, something like that.
Borgriff.
The one where where Sean Connery dies.
Yeah, that one. Well,
the man who could be king. I think that's an actual Connery movie with Michael Caine, so that's even funnier. Yeah, that's right. Alfred and
Michael
Ramirez from Highlander got to be in a movie together.
So yeah, some of the maps were but then again, there were some of these maps, like, the maps were, like, okay, like, they weren't stale, they were entertaining. I mean, some of them were frustrating, but some of them were entertaining. I am glad that they...
some good ones here.
Like the Cortez map, that map was really fun to play on with the bridges and stuff. I wish more maps in Fire Emblem hacks were like that, or in Fire Emblem in general. It does suck though that I lost Robert to that map.
Heck, even that last one we did before it ended was really good too.
Yeah, that map was actually really fun to play on.
It's like, so it's kind of like Thracia 776. Some chapters are really good and make you think, while other ones are just really bad and make you just wanna
kill yourself with a rusty spoon.
No, worse than that. Eat yourself with the rusty spoon.
Yeah, basically. I mean, Thracia, I have to say, I don't know if I've gotten to, into the worst parts of it. Like, have I actually...
Oh, you're at the Defentara chapter is definitely one of the biggest middle fingers in that game.
Yeah, because, I mean, we also...
Just a quick thing, when we do get back to that one, you know, after you're got your fuse back up after being burnt out.
Yeah.
When you've got a path choice of either marching along the coast or the forest. From what I'm told, the forest is easier, but at the same time, berserk staffs. And from my experience, I'd say the forest is the better choice because I don't want to go through that one chapter on the coast path where you have to learn about Sias again.
Well, that's a story for another time.
Yeah, I digress.
So yeah, guys, all in all, the maps are fun to play on. Some of them are fun, some of them are tedious, some of them are headaches. Thracia 776, at least it's not like the fog, so at least some of the games that had, at least some of the maps that had Fog of War, where it didn't have, Thracia 776, Fog of War, because that Fog of War is just bullshit. You can't even see the map, you don't even know which way you're going.
Speaking of that, one of the Olympian Knights chapters has that.
I know.
See, I can give the Thracia Fog of War an excuse by saying probably hardware limitations.
But
the Game Boy Advance, compared to the Super Nintendo, the Game Boy Advance is actually a 32-bit system.
Why are you giving us Olympian Knights? Why are you doing this to us? We don't
It comes off as a middle finger. But I guess they were trying to say, but it's in a cave. There are other chapters in FE6 where you're in a cave and you could still see the whole thing despite being Fog of War.
In chapter...
It just comes off as an asshole move, and I don't like it.
In Chapter 12X in Fire Emblem 6 when you have to go and get Armads.
I hated that one.
Yeah.
Pretty much, going through FE6 kind of just came off as a chore more than fun sometimes.
So yeah, all in all, guys, the maps are alright. I'll say it like that.
When the rush comes.
So now we're going to move on to the
characters.
Yeah, the characters. So all in all, I have to say the characters are not bad. I mean, Algemis, we're gonna be talking about the characters now, and then we're talking about the characters as characters, and then we're gonna be talking about the characters as units. So yeah.
Oh, we already know what's going to happen when we get to the unit part.
Oh yeah, yep. I have got a full prepared rant on that. So yeah, all in all, the units, the characters, as characters, are not bad. I mean, they match their personalities. I wish that, some of these characters that are in the plot don't belong there, fucking Warren and Franck. What the fuck are they doing they just come out of the blue like that. What? I don't get that. Monica, I do like her as a character. She's really knowledgeable. There's just some I just wish she wouldn't reference her father all the time, which I'm glad to see that they finally got her out of that mindset, because seriously, I hated that. That was one of the things I hated about the Fire Emblem 12 main protagonist.
I still think it's a better executor than the FE12 one with the grandfather, my grandfather.
No, that's what I'm talking about. That's one of the things I hate about the FE12 avatar. He just talked about grandfather, and oh my god, I hated that. But yeah, I like Algemis, I like Ernest, I like Monica, I like all the characters. I'm just hoping, my opinion of them will obviously change when support conversations come out. Yeah, I like all in all, I like most of the characters, except for Negu and Jerwolf.
Yeah, okay. There are some things I wish, though, how did Coster join them?
Yeah, we never, I'm hoping that...
we just know that he
he comes.
Kind of becomes, some type of squire or peon that joins them, but I want to know how Paul Lynn got to join the group. like, just I remember I went through so many voices for him, but that one is that's
the voice for him. That
it
matches him
fits so well. He better be like at last level recruit, like he joins you at the last level, and he just punches everything. His stats are all capped.
Yeah, my lord, my lady, please let me fight alongside you on the battlefield.
Yes, I'm glad you're trying it too. It's so effective.
I can give it a try.
Okay.
So yeah,
but there's like the Warren. It's like you fought him before, but then he just comes to help. Okay, I understand as a reinforcement. But then the Franck and the Auguste lady, they just kind of not much. I don't know much. They're kind of like Caesar and Rad from FE1. They just kind of join, and that's it.
Which, I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this, and I don't mind it. I mean, if they're there, they're there. Okay.
But then again, this hack can't be guilty of something like that, because there are other Fire Emblem games that have done it too, like I said, Caesar and Rad, or in FE5, about half of the cast.
Half. Right, 3/4.
Oh, no, come on. Don't you dare try to put Salem into this.
Well, fine. Half the cast. You win.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes.
We all like Salem, don't we?
Yes. Oh, yeah. We love him. Him and his
Oh, yeah, but he's still not as good as Pawn.
Anyway, if that's all, with all that being said, we're now going to move on to the characters as units. And yes, this perfectly fits it right here, this music.
Half of them are bench juice. Next question.
I can't, yeah, I mean, fuck, guys, come on.
I think it's more of just RNG screwed.
Some of them, some of them I guess were RNG screwed. The avatar is broken. Algemus, what the fuck? What?
It took them halfway into the game before he
to
realized,
actually
wait,
get good.
I have to be good.
Seriously, it took him till promotion to finally get good. No, what?
He's like the Rich Gannon of Fire Emblem. If you don't know Rich Gannon, he was a football player, quarterback. It took him until nearly 10 years in his football career before he finally got good. He became a 3-time NFL MVP, got to play in a Super Bowl for the Raiders, lost that Super Bowl because it was the Raiders in the 2000s. And you played nearly 20-some years in the NFL, and it wasn't until you entered your mid-30s that you finally become a good quarterback, when people want you to be a great quarterback when you start.
Yeah, oh my god. Algemus and Waylon are just weird characters.
Wayland, he was just trash until he got on that wyvern.
Yeah, and even then, he was meh, I will feel. Monica just stayed good until the entire game, though.
So she was just solid the entire game.
And then when she became...
Bolslav, I didn't expect him to be this good, but I'm glad he was this good.
Seriously,
he just took over the game. Hashtag big dog.
Hashtag when in doubt, Bolslav out. That's literally
yes.
It. When in doubt, Bolslav out. That's what I'm gonna name the last video. Probably.
Well, this one maybe, but another good idea for that one.
This video is gonna be named review.
Okay, another idea would be to say Quernst has alone time with the audience.
Yeah. Well, I'll think of it.
Or Radrex receives PTSD.
Yeah.
Okay, but enough of that.
So, all in all, a lot of these characters are just, trash. Seriously, Sven, Beatrice got nerfed, which I hate to see.
And she just got RNG screwed.
Martel.
Asselin, you never gave her a chance, but I can understand.
Yeah.
Odin looked like he would have been good. You never gave him a chance. Warwick started out good, but then he just got lazy.
But Warwick stayed. He stayed optimal for the entire game, though.
Yeah.
He never fell off. Vlad just stayed good.
The one character that was doing good, but then just fell off, like you were saying, Martel.
Yeah, Martel just...
Dita, I wanted to give her a chance, but she just kind of rather be an underachiever, unfortunately.
Who?
Dita, the Great Knight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, Negu and Jerwolf were... They
trash.
they are
trash.
quite possibly the worst Cain and Abel ever.
They
In fact,
have.
I think Odin and Rorik are actually the Cain and Abel, and those two
Seriously,
are
what
bench
is
and warm.
what is Jerwolf and Nagu? Like, what are they? Like, we didn't even see Jerwolf until fucking like halfway into the game, where he's like,
Oh, by the way, I used to work here.
yeah, good to know.
Yes, Microsoft account problem. Thank you for telling us your opinion. Now get out.
Damn it.
Yeah, can you believe what that update just told me about what he thought of Sven? He actually wanted to use Sven. Fuck him. Oh, speaking of that, Lonnie and Robert were really good. Then they got screwed over.
Yeah, but come on, like
not
Robert,
like
I-
RNG screwed over, just more
They
like
just-
they got chopped in the head with a silver axe screwed over.
Yeah, I mean, like Lonnie, I mean, like she could have been good, but she died. I was halfway into the map. I was not restarting. Robert, I was at the end. I wasn't gonna restart, even though I wanted to.
I would have started, but hey, it's not the full product. When we
Yeah.
get to the final version,
I would have restarted.
leave no man behind unless their name is Sven. You could
Yes.
fuck Sven. Not in that way, though.
I will not. But yeah, I mean, like
His meatballs are subpar too.
Auguste is basically just
Like-
Sven but faster. That's it.
It's like they're gonna try to make her an est, it looked like, but the thing is they forgot how to make an est.
Like seriously, it's like she's too high level. Her base stats are like too low for that level. Like what? Like,
It's kind of like in FE6 where you like get this one character like in the middle of the game that, oh, this unit might help out. No, they're never gonna help out.
yeah.
Like Gwendolyn might be able to help if you like take your time, but this is like Uj. He's not gonna help at all.
Yeah.
Or Barth, he's not gonna help at all.
Bar.
Seriously, that is quite possibly the most. I can't think of any.
100 in HP.
Wow, if only you could actually be useful.
20% seal right there. Clara, honestly, I mean, like, we've rated all these units before, but, like, for the most part, like, half of them are, like, just bench warmers.
Now she's a pre-promote that's actually good.
Yeah,
like,
she's basically
they Harkin good.
She's, like, she's basically Percival / Harkin good, where she...
Maybe even a Geats. Am I going too far?
Yeah, even Geats.
Yeah, I mean, like,
But I feel like...
Geats could be, like, the best archer in the game, considering his high strength.
Yeah, like, he can be a good archer. But, you know, he's a
With
warrior.
that B rank, you have no choice but to.
He's a warrior, and if you don't use, like, Dart, then he's basically your go-to guy if you don't use Dorcas or Bartray or any other axe user.
And we all know my history with Dorcas.
Oh yeah, that 15 speed. Oh man.
Yeah, hey. That's still better than what you'd get at a level 20 average Dorcas.
Yeah. So
I got quite possibly the greatest Dorcas ever.
You had to have been. You had to. So
The meme magic worked.
So I think I've said all we've wanted about the characters. If you want to, you can go back and like
Talk about some villains, maybe.
Yeah. Now, yeah, we can. Yeah, let's move on to the villains now.
They all seem to have their role pretty well.
Wait, that's
I'd
not-
say
wait,
the
that-
Emperor,
Wait, that's not it. Nope.
in
there
the
we
name
go.
of Burn.
There we go. Alright, so yeah, when it comes to villains, I mean, I did like Cortez like as a mini villain. Like he seemed like a Jared in a way. Like he was a major villain, but only for like the first arc of the game.
I also like that he showed paranoia, which is you never expect like a big baddie to be that paranoid.
Yeah, like he was so paranoid he didn't even trust like some of the like his own allies like troops.
Didn't even trust his own niece who was going to offer him a trial.
Yeah, and instead he just committed Alakbar.
Oh, no. He didn't blow up or take anyone with him. That was just more of a seppuku.
Yeah, yeah, there we go.
Or harikari. See, if you're going to do the Allah Akbar, it has to make sense. What he did was more of a seppuku.
I was about to say Sudoku, but I forgot.
Yeah, I
That's a
know.
game.
I know the
That's a
meme, but
game.
this is serious time.
Right.
We can try to work on your digits in a puzzle later.
Oh my god. So yeah, Cortez I felt like was a really good guy. Rudolfo, I'm interested in seeing how he's going to like, you know, what the hell is he doing? Because right now he's just like observing, like he's a watcher. That's all he's basically doing right now. Like I know he turned on us, but in time,
He's
time
definitely
will tell.
scheming something.
Yes, he has to. Like he's given up. Like He has to. Like, if he isn't,
Like he was like from what I got from the story is his family are exiles of Zentrum, then moved to Ostrike, and he's trying to make some retribution. So it's like he's trying to be like a Trevant from FE4, where he's trying to bring a good name for his homeland.
Yeah, and then there's like that guy that gave I can't, like, half these guys, they don't even like have names. Like, I'm trying to remember them. The general and like see, I don't even know their names. Like,
that one general that was kind of like Mustafa and Awakening,
where he goes like Lord Inquisitor, that guy. That I hope we just kill him. I hope he's not like a character with like deep character development, because I feel like we already have Roswell.
Wait.
Don't you don't need to remember him. Like, let's just leave him.
This guy, the one who tried to dish.
No, that guy's dead.
Yeah, he was like the best scumbag boss we got.
Yeah, so far. We don't know what's in.
But like just a quick one-off scumbag. He was a good one.
Yeah. So let me see. Like, the characters that I'm really looking forward to seeing, that I hope that I'm looking forward to fighting in the next patch. Hopefully it will be the final one. I'm looking forward to like fighting Roswell, and hopefully he'll turn into like, you know, Conquest Takumi in a way.
Betrayal.
Sure.
Betrayal.
I am Betrayal.
Well, hi, Betrayal. My name's Corin.
And he has he has the Scotty 1-4 range bow.
That is just a big dick move.
Yeah.
And he has the Awakening style pair up. That is just a bigger middle finger.
Yeah.
Where did he get his own clone? Now neither of them could be virgins.
I'm looking forward to seeing Jorman. I'm looking forward to seeing like how what he's plotting behind the scenes. And
who's that lady he's brought?
Yeah, like his retainer. I think his subordinate. He said, I think. Yeah. She looked like.
And then the Emperor himself, like
Sean Hannity.
No, Christopher Walken.
Oh right.
Christopher Walken. You see what he's got so far is he's got a very, like, from the tone of himself, it's not arrogant, higher thou. It's more like he knows he is the top shit.
Yeah, like he knows that
he's extremely serious. He wants things done efficiently. He's like a stereotypical German businessman.
Yeah, stereotypical.
We've got a problem with the stereotype of efficiency.
No.
I gotta have the cowbell for my stratagem song. Play the stratagem.
Alright.
Or you'll be seeing yourself in a crypt.
So yeah, we're done.
Surrounded by dirt.
I think we've said all we wanted to say about the villains.
There are some good ones.
Yeah, so now we're just gonna have some closing thoughts. Actually, no, that's not the... Yeah, we'll stick with it. So yeah, closing thoughts. I really like this hack. I liked it in the first version. Like, me and Sven like made a freaking 2-hour review about it. But then again, we had like Echoes like talk about that. Don't worry, guys. This is just gonna be a plain, straight review. Nothing that diverts from the original course. It's just a straight review. I'm even gonna say review time as the name of this video, so you don't need to worry about that. So don't worry. I'm not gonna make a 2-hour video where I just talk about that. Then again, there was some gameplay in that video, so I guess I can kind of excuse that. But anyway. So yeah, I really like this hack. I'm looking forward to playing the final patch version of it, and I'm really hoping that they'll change, like, if I had to have them fix some things, they really need to fix the map designs of some of these maps, where it's not just like a giant clusterfuck. That
one issue with like text, when you're doing the text thing, sometimes it presses itself automatically and you can't even read what it says.
Yeah, they need to fix the characters' base stats and growth rates. Make
some of them not bench juice.
No, like, if you're gonna put here's my philosophy. If you're gonna put a unit in the game, make them good. Like, I don't need them, like, don't make them balanced. Like, just make them good or balanced. Like, don't make them broken, but don't make them shit either. Like, just, if they're gonna be in the game, make them so they can be used, not so they can be bench warmers. Like, then what's the point of them being in the game? Like, like
Make them that you want to use them.
yeah,
If you just give me an army of Jagans, that doesn't really help me.
yeah, like seriously, like Ernest. Nah, Ernest was good.
No, Ernst was an Oife. You just never really he just had to wait till like say chapter 9 before you could use them, but you didn't want to use them by then.
I am not a patient person.
I noticed.
Yeah. So
Also, another thing with the portraits, all but one of them I really liked, and you know which one I didn't like. The one that I laughed at last video. The Ravinian general.
Cannoli.
No, not Cannoli. Like that was actually a good portrait. That one didn't make me laugh. The only part that made me laugh was the name.
He did look Italian though.
Okay. Call him like Romano, or maybe like call him Ray Romano or something. I probably wouldn't be okay. I would probably be okay with that. What happened to Ray Romano? Oh, I got a little beast. I did too many Ice Age movies. Fine, I'll accept that, but don't call him Cannoli. That is.
That's a food.
Name it like Giuseppe or like some.
So like, at least make him like an Italian name, but don't name him.
Garibaldi. Name him after the Italian chocolate. Maybe that might work better.
Or Giovanni, or like at least like.
Yeah, but then people will think Team Rocket is blasting off again. But I think we already got a Giovanni. I think there's already a Giovanni in the game.
Oh yeah, maybe.
I swore I heard that name earlier in this ROM hack, but still though, just gotta know, just fix that General Lorvine's, I think that's his name, Lorvine portrait, because it doesn't look as good as the other ones.
Yeah,
just kind of touch up on it.
So is that all you wanted to say?
Also, like, the portraits are really good, probably some of the best I've seen for a hack.
Yeah,
definitely better than what I seen of the Libyan Knights.
Oh yeah,
like my God. Where like 20, like one is good, but then 3 others are not good.
Yeah, that's basically Olivia Knights in a nutshell. Like here's one good portrait. This actually looks like what a character would look like. Then 3 come by, and then it's like, holy shit, what the fuck are you?
Well, wow, Raven, you went into the mess, didn't you?
Raven looks like he's fat in Olivia Knights.
To me, it looks like he just went into the meth.
It's like, like seriously, Edgelord McEdgelord right there, if I ever saw one. And then
the orc portrait, I've seen a better orc portrait for an age one, but it's for like this thing by a guy named Onmi making a Maid of Darkness FE6 remake. Yeah, that orc portrait he had looks better than the one in Libyan Knights.
And then Hector, like, what the fuck?
They could have just used that Hector thing from the epilogue. That would make more sense. Yeah. Where he had that little bit. I don't get it.
What the hell? Like, but anyway.
And then that Sarah. What the? It's like Sarah just decided, you know what? I'm gonna be
like an 80s housewife, like an 80s housewife right there.
I saw her look like I want to be Amy Winehouse today. So, they told me not to go into the blow, and I said no, no, no.
So I think that's all we wanted to say. So now it's time for
I give it a 9.9 out of 10. Really good.
I will allow you to actually give that rating.
Probably this is the best hack of this game.
I give this hack a 9.2 out of 10. I really do like it. Just add supports and fix the character growth rates and base stats.
We know they're going to give us support sooner or later.
Yeah. Well,
that way we can hear everyone's favorite Rorek supports. Like, hello, what do you think you're doing with your freely little whatever? You're like 4 foot nothing. How do you bloody do that?
Anyway, outro time. So yeah, guys,
right.
That was basically us reviewing Fire Emblem Order of the Crimson Arm. I hope you guys enjoyed. I mean, hell, this has been really fun. I mean, like, with course, like, you joining me, like, it's been really fun. Like,
I know, I've been making it fun. I've been listening to some of the replays of it, and my gosh, it's really good.
It's really good stuff.
Yeah, that's the best way I could say is that this is a good, entertaining thing.
Yeah, like, it's been really entertaining. Like, I'm hoping that someone at least got a laugh or 2 out of this. But yeah, guys, that's basically it. This is the end of Order of the Crimson Arm for now. Until they release the next patch, which I'm hoping will be, soon, because I really want to continue this.
Yeah.
With all that being said, my name has been Rad Rex, and of course...
Yes.
Yes, there he is. And now
That's me on the left over there in that picture. You haven't noticed.
Yep, this is him right here. Yep, he is Lynn all along. Anyway, with all that being
The enemy.
said, the enemy. What next? The enemy. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I know how to end the video.
On it. Oh ho! And with all that being
Oh-ho.
said, good night.
Night.
Goodbye.